me to, I wonder if they knew that. No, I don't think so.
I don't know, but and to complete the circle, Roland of Tears for Fears runs every single day in my neighborhood.
Really?
And so he's a runner too.
He
Wait,
runs
hold
to
on.
himself.
Let's take this a step further and say
Yes.
Roland listens to Let It Go as he runs.
Oh, no, he doesn't. He's so old. Does he have any kids? He hates me. He's like, if I hear that song again, I'll just throw up. But no, it was really cool. And then they put us in this like 18-foot rise. It's this kind of like ascending platform, which is amazing. Because it just feels so diva to like be, you know, rising above the amphitheater.
That's right.
It's cool, yeah.
But you feel that way releasing your new music too? Like,
I,
hello world, I'm up here.
yeah, sort of.
New
My boobs
inspiration.
were all out, and I'm hoisting them up in this jumpsuit. It was just so, I was working it.
Okay, but isn't it fun to do that? I mean, because look, you're a mother, you're working, you're promoting. Isn't it fun when you have like a real excuse to just put it out there?
Yeah, you mean my boobs or me?
Well,
Everything, like, because the makeup artist, my friend Christopher, he had me like, he's gay, so it was okay, and like my hands were just out, and I was naked, and he was like, you know, putting some like tan on me. And
Yeah,
everything on
exactly.
my face. It was the weirdest.
But you need to do that every once in a while. I feel like whenever I'm able to do that and not be embarrassed, I
Was
feel like
liberating.
such a woman after that.
I did feel like a woman, and a little violated at the same time by a very pretty gay man.
And I'm sure your fiance loves it too.
Yes, he did. He likes to come to the fittings, actually, every once in a while when they try to put me in like boy shorts and high heels. I'm like, you know, I don't know, this is me, but I'll wear it at home. Yeah.
Well, everyone's talking about your engagement, but how did he do it? Because we were like looking everywhere. Okay, how did he do it? Is that too personal to ask?
No, I mean, yeah, he surprised me. He was an actor, but he's a very gifted alcohol and drug counselor. He's got his master's in psychology. He's amazing. And so he, why am I telling you that? Because he had just finished finals. He was simultaneously working at this rehab he works at, and the whole thing. Anyway, so I just didn't expect him to do it while he was like trying to get good grades and do all this stuff. And he'd done all his research, and yeah, he totally surprised me.
He's a multitasker.
He's a multitasker, very good communicator. And a Neanderthal.
And a very good ring picker.
And a Neanderthal.
Good ring picker, too. Everyone in the 200 section could see that ring as you were rising on your platform.
No, it's not that modest.
No, it's nice.
I'm kind of modest anymore.
But let's get back to the Neanderthal. Tell me,
Yes.
I'll give you my Neanderthal stories too.
Yeah?
I've been married for 20 years.
You have?
Oh, so yeah, I have all kinds of Neanderthal stories.
Well,
But what's
yeah, I
yours?
like a Neanderthal because
Yeah.
he's like, I am man, and I want to have sex with you. But then he's also like, if we have a fight, like he can communicate and he wants to talk about feelings.
Oh,
'cause
he
he's
has
a
both
therapist.
sides, right?
Yeah, so he's really hot. and
Does
he's
he
also
win
really
every
sweet.
single fight because he's a therapist?
He doesn't win any. That's the
Oh.
point. He just lets me be me and have my way. And, yeah.
Well, mine is my husband. We like have this tussle over the garbage because I bag it up, but then he brings it out, and so that's kind of our thing.
That's nice.
But yeah, he's a Neanderthal in the way that our garage flooded, and we have a generator. And I'm like,
Is this
why
your passive aggressive way of getting back at him right now? Talking about this.
I
Yes,
think
it
it
is.
is. I think it is.
Yes.
I can tell that you are engaged to a therapist. And so our garage flooded, and we have a generator. I'm like, we'll never use that thing. We'll never use that thing. So we needed the generator to use the pump to get the water out. And there he was. It was like the middle of the night. He's on his knees, all wet in the water, pumping out the water. And he looked so sexy to me.
You thought?
Yeah.
Was he had no shirt on?
I was like, this is the sexiest thing I think you've ever done in my life. It's kind of
Poor
sick.
guy.
I want you to ask your therapist,
He's
like,
like
say what that
knee
means.
deep in mold, and it's beautiful.
Well, but tell us all about your new album. You say it's the most personal yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, one of the songs on the album is called Cake, actually, and that's because my guy, actually, whenever I think I'm like a pain in the ass and I'm so neurotic and I've just got way too many feelings and too many things going on, he's always like, hey, babe, I just spent my day with all of these, you know, people with a lot of stuff. You're cake. you know, and that makes me feel really, really good. But yeah, it's I mean, isn't everybody's album personal when they have original music?
That's what I would think too.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe some more than others. Maybe
I
some.
guess just for me, because it's, you know, while I was, the past couple of years were about divorce in my personal life and going through that whole breakup while simultaneously like Frozen happening and this very, you know, this my career and my professional life
And being
going
a mom.
in a new direction, and then you throw in the mom
Yeah.
and everything. So just so many dynamics. I have just a lot of stuff to write about.
Now your son is 7. So does he get a lot of female attention on the playground from other 7-year-olds who know that you're Elsa?
This is the deal. My son hates Frozen.
Oh.
Oh my God.
He hates his mom singing. But I volunteered in kindergarten last year and in the class did a little parent, you know, volunteering thing, and I overheard him taking it to some cute girl and saying, "Do you want my mom's autograph? She's Elsa in Frozen."
See? There you go.
So used. I was just like, you never want me to sing. I mean, every toy you've ever gotten is paid for by this beautiful character, Elsa, and you ignore her. And now when you want to flirt with your kindergarten girlfriend, you use me.
He knows how to use it.
Yeah.
Mommy. Now, we heard that you try to avoid moving your shoulders when you sing.
What? Who says that? That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
I read that.
Really? I try to avoid moving. Oh, I know what you're probably talking about. When you breathe as you sing, you try to breathe from your belly, not from your shoulders. So maybe I've said that because a lot of dancers have a hard time singing because they're chest breathers because they're like, and when you sing, you try to breathe lower and deeper. And I think I probably said that because when they were doing Frozen, the animators had me in for this amazing day where they wanted to talk to me all about process and movement and my physicality of singing so they could emulate that with their character. And I told them, they were just asking me technique questions, boring singing questions.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you another question, and I don't know that.
But I move a lot. I have to move. I have to be like relaxed. I have nerves. I have adrenaline going.
I don't know that Ellen would ask you this, but before you got here, the ladies that I work with were admiring your core. And they were saying, "How does she do that?"
Well, let's just see. There's 2 abs above the pants, and then there's what we call the baby abs beneath the where the waist belt is in that picture.
Don't try to say.
I know how to sell what I have and I don't have. You know, that's all.
Well, you're selling it because you look amazing.
Thank you. I'll take that because I've had days where I don't. So
do you do yoga or something?
Yeah, I do the Bikram yoga.
Oh, do you really? Yeah, the hot yoga.
Yogis are very against that, but I like it.
Yeah.
And that's the hot one where you just sweat that out.
I love that.
Yeah, some Soul Cycle, but you know, that's all.
When you can fit it in with everything else you're doing.
Exactly.
And now you're starring in the upcoming remake of Beaches, and you're working on a project with Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, we were. I don't know if that's going to happen actually.
But tell us about Beaches.
But the Beaches thing was amazing. It's terrifying because, you know, it's just stupid to try to like do any iconic film or walk in any amazing actor's performer's footsteps like a Bette Midler. And I usually, it's rule number 1, don't do it, Idina. It's just career suicide. And I said no a bunch of times, but it's just, you know, it's just such an amazing role. And there's a whole generation of young women that were like, I never had a Beaches. So I was like, oh, all right, then maybe I can do it and bring something new to it, you know. And she gave me a blessing on Twitter, thank God, because I don't want to piss Bette Midler. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be really, really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the new music.
Thanks for having me on and talking about it. It's very important to me, and you know, it's a change in direction. It's definitely more pop, and you know, it's not your typical Broadway girl thing. So
well, you have such a gorgeous
giving
voice.
me the opportunity to kind of spread my wings.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yay.